Hello and welcome to all the skaters out there. Thanks a lot for tuning in. This video is one I'm really excited about. It is the great start and sprint tutorial where I'll give you my favorite drills and everything you need to know in order to start and sprint really fast on inline skates. It's gonna be a long one because I have a lot to say and you don't just learn to sprint right away. So we're gonna go through a bunch of different drills and exercises, and I'm gonna be here giving some commentaries on how you should do it. I'm also going to film it from the side and from the front, and everything you'd need should be in this video. If you have more questions, you can always leave a comment below. But before we actually get started, I invite all of you to do a really good warm-up on skates, and especially a warm-up for the hip flexors, because an important part of starting and sprinting is really that we're capable of opening up the hips, because as we all know, we have wheels under our feet. So if we run straight forward, we're not going to get anywhere. So you really have to open up the hips, and in order to do that, you got to be loosened up here.
Okay, so even though I'm doing this exercise on my skates, you can always do it on shoes if you're struggling with the balance. However, it's a really nice way to also warm up that system. So face everything forward and just use your hips.
When we start for a race, we don't have time to really think about this, so it has to be incorporated in the back of our minds. So the more often you do this, and the less energy you have to spend opening up the hips, the easier it's going to be. In this video, there's going to be 7 different start drills. We're going to start out with the simple drills, and then we're going to finish off with the more difficult start work. But everybody should be capable of doing this with a little practice.
So the very first exercise is basically just walking in the grass. Even though it seems pretty simple, there's a lot of things that you should be focused on. First of them is to make sure that everything points forward. Don't let your upper body twist. Make sure you have a contracted core so you're not switching your upper body from side to side. Also make sure your arm swing is on point here. Raise your knees properly so you can take big steps when you're actually skating. Second step is the exact same exercise, however we're now moving on to the asphalt. And this creates a whole new challenge because your wheels will naturally be rolling. And this is another way to improve your balance. So don't go faster than you can control it, because you want your skates to be steady and firm when they're in the ground. Here I'm going to show you the same exercise but from the front. As you can see, my arms are coordinated with the legs. So again, everything should point forward, and make sure your body is perfectly straight, just like a runner if you look up athletic runners. This is the second exercise where we will gradually increase the speed up until the point where we're actually starting as fast as we can. So again, make sure everything points forward, arm swing coordinated, and then you start jumping, and then you put power in and you go as fast as you can. And this is the most tricky exercise where you accelerate and then decelerate. So you go fast and then you slow it down. A lot of people will have the habit of lowering the knees when you slow down, but make sure you're still taking big steps and raising the knees probably when you decrease the pace.
Now that we've done all the boring drills of just walking, it's time to put in some speed and actually skate. There's 3 more exercises, and these are pretty simple. It's all starts, but the idea is that we first put in the power. So slow strokes, but powerful, very controlled, and just being focused on putting a maximum of effort into every step. There's no need to think of how fast you're going or actually anything else than just position and power. And then the second step is the opposite, where we only focus on the leg speed, so reaching a really high cadence. It doesn't matter if it's powerful. You'll see in a second how I do it. It really doesn't look great, but it's just giving you that feel of fast legs. And then at the end, we're gonna combine it all for the final drill, which is just start as fast as you can. We're out there sprinting, giving it your all. You definitely won't have the mental capacity to think through all the steps of high knees and shoulders and hips and everything pointing forward, which is why you got to do this very often. There is no shortcut to success, and it's just a bunch of repetitions. But when you do it a ton of times, it will become natural and you won't have to think about it. So you can go out there, do your max sprints, and it'll look great. there's left to say for me is thanks a lot for watching this video. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And also, if you're looking to be faster on your skates, you should check out the 2 programs that I have in the description below. There's one for weightlifting for skaters, and then there's just a general skating plan. So, see you for next time.